Hello everybody, it's Staraptor here, and I'm so glad you could join me for my spoiler-free review of Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. One thing to note right off the top of this review is this movie isn't actually out until December 20th, but thanks to Amazon Prime, I was able to attend an early screening of it, so this could possibly be the best video game movie ever made. So this movie is connected to 1996's Jumanji, but other than being based off a board game, this is actually based off a video game. So what happens is you have these four kids that are in high school and they all have detention one day and they go down and they have to do work, and one kid discovers a video game, they turn it on and they literally get sucked into the game, but they actually are able to take over the form of the game's avatar. And what this film is all about is these kids working together to try to solve the puzzles to get them back out of Jumanji. Now, getting into my positives for Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle. Now, superficially, you could think this is another action-adventure comedy, but really for me, deep down, it was more of a coming-of-age story. You have a geek, a nerd, a jock, a popular girl, and they are forced to adopt a new body of what they could be to become more comfortable with themselves in reality. And by the end of this movie, they all come out of it changed people, which was something I didn't really expect, but they really hit that kind of message home for me. Now, also, the humor in this movie is great. I mean, come on, you have Jack Black, you have The Rock, you have Kevin Hart, and you have Karen Gillan. You mix those four characters together, and you are in for some laughs. Like, this whole theater, everybody in there was cracking up. They do just a great job of telling these jokes that didn't feel too forced, and they're just, oh man, it was one of the funniest movies of the year, I have to say, for sure. Now, something I mentioned off the top is that this was the best video game movie ever made, possibly. And, I stand by that because they have so many cool references to games. If you are a gamer like myself and you're really in-depth with everything, they mention stuff like NPCs leveling up, eating food, all these things, lives, and it's just great seeing how they are actually able to implement this in a live-action film. So I really appreciated that. Another thing I enjoyed, thanks to the video game-ness of this movie, is the action is really great, and it's very much a lot of variety. I mean, you have them, going in helicopters, trying to, take out these people on dirt bikes and going through, like, temples like Indiana Jones. Like, it just never stops, and that was another thing I really liked about this movie, is the pacing was great. It is a ride. It is definitely a ride. I mean, from point A to point B, they're moving. There's never really any downtime that feels like, okay, this is taking too long. Like, there's always another objective that they're driving towards. Okay, so moving on to my negatives for Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. I think they could have used a little bit less of the CGI and replaced that with practical effects, maybe even real animals. And also, the villain in this film was a little bit out there and, just a mustache twirling type of villain. And just the whole plot of them in Jumanji, yeah, I mean, it was just there for them to grow as people. I was saying in the beginning, this is more of a coming-of-age story. These moments were just for a plot device. I mean, you have the villain there just to make them get challenged, and there wasn't really much else to it. With that being said, I give Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle an 8.5 out of 10. I was so pleasantly surprised by this movie. I think this is a great successor to Jumanji from 1996, and this is a great counter-programming for Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi. If you're not a fan of Star Wars, or if you've seen Star Wars like 3 times in the first week and you want to watch another movie, I think this is going to be a great film for you guys to go check out. I highly recommend it. Please go see it. So that is going to do it for my review of Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. What did you think of this movie? Let's talk about it in that comment section below. Also, if you're new to the channel, I have plenty of other content on the channel that I upload frequently. I have lots of movies, I have lots of TV series that I talk about, and a lot of what I talk about is Star Wars. So if any of that interests you, please subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out on any of it. I'm Staraptor. Thanks for watching, guys, and bye-bye. Thanks for checking out the video. Please hit that thumbs up symbol. It helps me know that I'm making content that you guys enjoy. And if you enjoyed this video, I also include 2 videos down below you guys should check out. And please consider subscribing to this channel. It helps support me, and it notifies you guys of when I get new videos up on the channel. You can also contact me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Staraptor.